Hi humans, this is Tando Kambushe and I'm the social and creator lead for Humans South Africa. And today I have Nochill God, also known as Ndivhuwo.
Yeah.
And today we're going to speak about running your influencer career as a business. So essentially the business of influencing. For those of you who don't know Ndivhuwo, I'll give him an opportunity to introduce himself.
Ndivhuwo Muhanelwa is my real name, but Nochill God is the name that I give myself. So I started creating content in 2013 on Facebook, and I was a celeb then.
I remember that term, celeb.
Yes, so I was very popular on Facebook in 2013. Then in 2016 I changed to memes. I created Nochill memes. The memes that South African loves a lot.
Yes, an era.
Exactly. Then I changed to talking to celebrities, Cardi B, Doja Cat, that content. And here I am today, actually help creators to monetize their skills online.
We're going to talk about something like every creator needs. And I think with your recent implications, you have a lot of knowledge to share on this. First of all, you've kind of explained how you got into content creation, but what was that moment where you realized people were really watching and this could be something bigger than just hobby?
When COVID hit, I think most creators will actually agree with me that that was actually our moments as creators. So that's when I started seeing people now, even from international, recognizing my content. At that time I was doing Cardi B content, talking to celebrities. And Kelani, one of the American R&B singer, she actually replied to the video that I did with it, and that's when I realized, no man, this thing is not just content, man. I mean, if I can do something in South Africa and someone in America, especially someone who's busy like Kelani, can see my content, then this has to be somehow a business. That's when I started switching, and then I turned into a contentpreneur.
No, you have big names under your belt. I don't know if we should even be sitting in the same room at this point. So now let's talk about the part most creators aren't prepared for, which is the business side of content creation. After realizing that this is something you can actually make money from, when did you actually see, no, this is an actual business?
I think it was 2019, 2020 when Savannah came to me and they were like, we want to work with you. I was like, okay, how much are you going to pay me and for what? They were like, we're just creating videos, whatever that you're creating, but include our stuff. And I did that and they paid me 25,000. I was like, how much, guys? I've been doing these things for free and I was so happy. Now,
so you were working with brands on a trade exchange basis before?
Before, no. Before, obviously, it was just platform monetization.
Okay.
Brands started coming to me to offer me money for something that I was already doing for free. I was like, every day I create without being paid. So if you are paying me for what I do for free every day, give me. And then that relationship continued for 4 months. So every month they were giving me like a retail of 25k, just promoting. There was this show that they have on YouTube where it was a comedy show. Yes. So I was promoting that comedy show, getting people to go see it. Then from there on, more brands started coming. Because what I realized is brands will actually check whether you've worked with a brand before, and then from then they can take you and trust you because you've worked with a big brand that has a reputation. So
it's almost like a CV.
Exactly. Okay, they started coming 2019, 2020, 2021. That's where I made a lot of money with brands. But then I got to a point where I realized, oh no, brands are seasonal, to be honest. Obviously, they'll come to you because you are booming. And a lot of followers, they want that attention, they want a return on investment, so they will invest in me. But I was like, what if I get to a point where brands are no longer coming to me? That's why now I switched into now thinking like a business.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the business side of me that kicked in, and I started looking for other ways to make money. I did affiliate marketing. I did website monetization. I wrote a book. sold online courses. So I was actually just making sure that even if brands are not coming, I'm still okay.
Making money. Yeah. Oh no, you are a businessman.
Yes. Yes.
And of course, you had to learn a couple of things in your journey. Any mistakes, admin,
obviously,
not documenting things, you know, things like that.
The reason why now I'm owing SARS 207,000 is because of those mistakes. So every time I always thought that every money that I make, it's mine. And I was wrong. Because obviously we're not taught this, and especially in this content creation space, we use our phones, we use our skills, and brands just comes and pay us, and all of a sudden we start thinking that, oh, okay, we are money making machines now, you know. But we forget that as a business, businesses pay tax. But I didn't know that. I just thought I'm a business because I'm making money, but I forgot to do my tax. And then here I am today, I'm owing, and it's not funny, but it's a good lesson for me and hopefully for others, you know. So the mistake I did was I didn't learn tax. I actually learned tax from last year.
Okay.
That's when I had to do all these things and fix all these things. But all along, I always thought the money was mine.
Yeah, a 207k mistake.
Oh.
That is not a small mistake, but at least you're learning from it, you know.
Since now I'm owing, and obviously I took myself to SARS because I'm a man of principle.
Did you hear that he took himself to SARS?
Yeah, SARS didn't come to me. And why? Most people, SARS was not coming to you. Why did you take yourself? So as you grow, you get to understand that life is about principles. So you have to know principles. One principle that I live by is integrity. So integrity just means that be honest, be transparent to the people that are above you, even the ones that are below you. It's just a way of life. We should be transparent. Obviously it costed me a lot of money. Do I have that 207,000 now? I don't have. But I'm relieved. I'm at peace. And I don't have to worry about money because these principles are godly principles. God will take over for me. So I don't have to worry.
Since you voluntarily went to SARS, of course, it means they weren't out there looking for you. What made you get up and decide, okay, I'm going to go there and find out how bad it is?
You know, it happened, I think, in June this year when I made $15,000 in 1 month.
Okay. How much is that, Google?
That's over 200,000.
Ooh.
In 1 month. And not really by doing much. That's when I realized, okay, so I can actually just make this much money. So which means here is going to be a problem because that money is coming from the international, it's in dollar, so it's going to pass through the banks. Obviously it's going to trigger something.
Yes,
you understand? I was like, no, I've been wanting to do SARS. I didn't even know where to start and all those things, but I had to obviously use my personal assistant, ChatGPT.
Okay.
And then I was like, yo, look, how do I go about this? And that's when ChatGPT suggested go via VDP, which is Voluntary Disclosure Program that SARS has. Then I went there, logged in, and I filed, and I told SARS, so guys, I've been making money since 2018. Even up to date, I never really understood SARS. I put all the documents, the statements from 2018 up until 2024, all the receipts, all the things, the contracts with brands, the invoices, and I just put it there. And then they came back to me. That's when I had to find a tax practitioner. Then I actually hired a tax practitioner to go through my backlogs from 2018 up until now. And that's when we found out that I'm owing 207. Obviously, interest and penalties are also applies there.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's not bad because if I'm gonna make 200,000 every month, then it needs to start here. Otherwise,
had you registered yourself as a business?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one I did in 2016.
Okay.
And
so you knew
important.
you were a business.
Yes.
Okay.
Just that I was not operating as one.
Okay.
And another mistake, I remember you asked what mistake. The other mistake is contentpreneurs or content creators. We think business is not important. We just see ourselves and we call ourselves businesses without registering a business account at the bank and receiving money through the business account. So I've been receiving all my monies to my personal account. That was the biggest mistake because now if you are operating as an individual and you are receiving more money into your banking account, which means you have to pay provisional tax, I wasn't paying, and that's why it gets to this point.
Yeah. Tax is tax, whether it's a business or it's personal.
Exactly.
You still pay tax.
Yeah.
Okay. You got a tax practitioner, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure they sorted out your books, right?
They're still on it.
They're still on it. They haven't even gotten to 2025.
Yeah, because exactly. Ooh, I'm just happy that I now understand the system, how it works. I understand. I even created a web app for people, for creators, to check how much they need to pay, let's say in a year. Because with SARS, they look at if you're a provisional taxpayer, you have to pay twice in a year, right? So they divide it by 31st of August and 28th of February. Those are the tax pay dates. But you need to know how much you make in a year. So in a year, let's say you make 600,000, then you need to pay something like 117,000 from that 600,000.
Okay.
So this calculator, actually, you just put the number which you made, the money that you made in the whole year, and then it tell you this is how much you should pay tax.
Okay.
And you can divide it by 2.
And this is available on?
So I'll send you the link, and I'm also doing a tax guidance.
Okay.
Ebook. That one I'm going to sell it.
Okay.
For content creators, just to understand how SARS works.
SARS works.
Yes.
Got you.
Yeah.
Which means you've learned a lot of things along the way.
Of course.
I'm not sure if your tax practitioner guided you through all of these things.
Of course.
But what are the things that you do specifically for your business now? What are you incorporating intentionally in order for you to not be in the same position ever again?
That's a good question. A lot. Number one, I'm using business account. So all the monies that comes, whoever, even a photographer who's taking pictures of me, they have to send me an invoice for that service that they offered me. Then when they send me, I pay using the bank account. So everything is a bank account thing, because at the end I'm going to deduct that as expenses for the business. As a business, I can deduct even the coffee. If I bought the coffee with a business card, I can take it and say this was a business meeting with a client. Then I take it out. So functioning as a business is an advantage. Another thing, for every income that I make, 35% of it goes to a tax account. If I get, let's say, 10,000 now, 3,000, it goes to tax. There's an account that is just tax. So I use QuickBooks as well, just for my expenses. I also use Notion just to track every income that comes from who. So if it comes from maybe a brand, I write a brand, and the 30% went to the SARS. So that I have now a whole view of how my money comes, and every 35% for every income must go to SARS. It's no longer mine. I understand now part of the money that I make is mine. The other part is the SARS.
Do you pay yourself a salary?
Of course.
Okay.
But not too much.
Not too much.
Be responsible. Just use everything with your business card. Whatever. Even if you are eating out. Because you're going to have a receipt. It was a business meeting with the client. Stripe, everything. Just as long as there's a receipt for it, you can support that.
So you're basically saying record keeping is like very important.
Very, very important.
Okay, let's go into those practical steps that you really do feel like creators should be implementing like now.
It starts with the mindset from content creator to a contentpreneur. So a contentpreneur is someone who actually creates content for the business. They don't create content to go viral. So every message, every content that is put out there, it's for people to see the services, the products, or just to, to say, oh, this person is talking to me. It's like I'm targeting people that I want to serve. That is when you're creating content for your
creating
business.
Value.
Yes, value to people, right? So if you think like a content creator, you always think of going viral, working with brands. But once you start thinking of business or as a business, then you always think of how can I generate money? How can I pay tax? These things now unlocks, but it starts with your mindset shift. After that, now you have to understand compliance. Very important. I went to SARS, but more than just owing, I'm learning. So some knowledge will cost you.
Yes.
So the reason why now I can be able to explain this is because I found myself in a deep mess. Now I know a lot of things that 90% of content creators, even artists, they don't understand. You understand? So firstly, get a tax practitioner to help you with your books, because most content creators are owing. I guarantee that. I'm not the only one. I see my posts, people are just like, hey, thank you for coming out. But yes, I did come out, but don't just see that and then keep quiet, because the more you take time not to fix your stuff, you're going to go into owe a lot of money, because there are penalties, there are interest. So go fix your things now, but start with a tax practitioner and also switch your mindset and start seeing yourself as a contentpreneur, someone who creates content for business, not creating content to go viral.
If you had to give like a starter pack to creators of how to run their career like a business, give me like 3 things that you would just be like, these are the top 3 things you must do.
Number 1 has to be a system. I know
systems.
System talks about the processes of your businesses. It talks about the structure. It talks about your procedures. I see social media platforms, obviously, I see them as a river full of fish. I'm a fisherman. And then the system that I have outside, it's a fish tank. So I go fish the people that I want to serve. Using my message, I talk to people, I share my stories. Like for example, I go there, I owed SARS 207,000 and this is what I did. And if you want a guide that I did after learning this, just comment the word guide. When they comment the word guide, they get a DM, and the DM takes them to the guide. And then, but they become part of my community now. So I have a community outside. So when I say systems, that's what I mean.
Okay.
So number 2, scalability. You must scale. You must scale. I started as a meme creator. Today, I speak with the people. Yes. I'm teaching.
Who would have thunk it?
I'm an author. I mean, you understand, I scaled myself. So, but scaling talks about you take one thing and you grow it into many pieces. So, right now, I wrote a book. That book is becoming a course. That course, and then that book still is my speaking topic every time when I go out to speak. So I take one thing and scale it, right? And lastly, I'll say sustainability. Don't create for yourself. Create content that will outlive you to a point where even when you are not here, let your content and your movement change other people. The generation to come need your story. They need to learn from it. Have systems and have a business that is scalable and also sustainable.
And I know you've spoken a lot about what creators should do, what should they implement, but honestly, what advice would you give SARS?
SARS, to be honest, I won't lie, the information is out there. And I cannot say SARS, the information is not out there. The information is out there, but it's not easily accessed.
Okay.
So I will say, because this creator economy is growing, SARS needs to start taking these things serious and collaborate with content creators. Let's have conversation. They must pay TV and social media to advertise the programs that they run. Apparently they run programs, but few creators know about these things. People are scared of SARS. It should not be.
It sounds complex too. You yourself were scared as well.
Exactly. It should not be. We just need SARS to lead. I think they're not leading, but they're just punishing. You know, they're working like police. You know, police, they wait for you to do something wrong, they will come. But SARS should be like teachers. Teach us. Then, if we don't comply, punish. Come, let's work together. Let's make these things known. Not just only SARS, but also influencers or content creators. Please find a way to comply.
I agree with you. I do really believe that in some way, shape or form, we need to start standardizing this industry, because we can see that it's not going anywhere. It's in fact growing more than anything. So no, truly, thank you so much for your insights. The value that you've shared today has been amazing. I can see that you've learned a lot from your journey, and you have many years of experience under your belt. So I'm honored truly to have gotten you here, for you to share such deep insights with us. Where can people find you, follow you?
Just say Nochill God or Nochill Mzansi. My name somehow will pop up and all these things. But guys, my story is for you. It's not for me. I didn't go to SARS so that I want to be seen. I want to help. I did that as a sacrifice to say, let's start working together with SARS. Creators, also please be aware, be alert. Save, have a system, use Notion, use QuickBooks, use ChatGPT. To be honest, I get advice from ChatGPT.
I get you. I'm a fan too.
Even AI, to be honest guys, it's not going to replace you. It's going to amplify your story. It's going to leverage your story to be the greatest story ever written in our lives.
Thank you so much for watching, and to everyone listening, start treating your content creator careers like a business.